Okay, I would like to do a review on the redcat sumo 124 scale 4x4 monster truck. This is going to be quick, as quick as I can make it. I got the one with the 2.4 radio system. There's your controller there. The controller's kind of big. I bought this for my 4-year-old, so it's a little big in his little hands. He's got when he wants to go forward, he pulls the trigger, obviously, but when he wants to go backwards, he can't reach all the way up there to push it forward. So he just puts his finger right behind the trigger and pushes it like that. But he can get used to it. I wish the controller was a little bit smaller. Otherwise, pretty good setup. There's the truck. Obviously, you see that awesome wing. I had to put that on there. That definitely makes it like probably 18 miles an hour faster at least. I don't know. I think it's like 5 horsepower for a wing. I think that's the going rate. Had to put these little zip ties on the body clips because they're so small you can't even get a hold of them. So, as you can see, we've got the licensed monster truck stickers on there, and we got some numbers and stuff. All right, so let's take a look at the inside. I had an extra antenna tube, so I put it doesn't come with the antenna tube, so I installed that myself, and it actually fits. There's a little gap right there, and you can just shove it down in there, and it sticks down in there pretty good. Shocks, bad design. If you can see that duct tape on top of that shock, there's a hole there, and there's a screw that leads from here, that screws all the way down into this ball end right there. And that screw, there's that hole right there, and the screw just goes up and down as the suspension cycles. And if you get rocks and dirt and sand and stuff in there, it gets all binded up, and it just doesn't work. So I had to take it all apart and clean it real good, and put that little piece of duct tape on there to to stop the problem. Hopefully this works. That's my own little quick fix. Maybe I'll upgrade the shocks one day. The diffs, they're very open. If you run this thing in the sand each day, I would suggest, if you're going to run this thing in the sand, I would suggest opening this thing up and cleaning it out, because I played in the sand with this thing for maybe a total of 30 minutes, and it was packed, absolutely packed with sand. It was stuck to the gears because there's grease on the gears, so it was just coated. And that's really it for the truck. Oh yeah, the batteries, for some reason, this little connector, one on one side and one on the other side, there's an issue with them. They're not springy. Like this one over here, if you can see that one right there, that one's springy. It always springs back into place. But this one, for some reason, this one just smushes down flat, and the battery, once you put the battery in there, it stays. It does not spring back. It's like, I don't know, once you put the battery in there, it kind of smushes it, and it doesn't push back up against the battery this way. So that's an issue. I don't know how I got to figure that out. I think I'm going to try to put a spring in there somehow and keep that piece pushed out. Same thing with this side. That one over there is fine, but this one at the bottom, the bottom left corner, it just doesn't come back out. It just smushes. So maybe that's where they soldered the wires onto these connectors, and it maybe took away some of the strength of the springiness. I don't understand. Maybe the heat from the soldering iron messed with the metal and made it soft, and it just doesn't want to spring back into place. So that's my review of this redcat sumo upgrade, or redcat sumo. Upgrades I would suggest is shocks, definitely, and ball bearings. You want to do the ball bearings because this thing just does not roll. Watch this. I'm going to pick it up, rear tires on the desk, and pull it. Doesn't roll, just slides. That's how tight the gearing is in this. So you definitely want to do the ball bearings. I think if you had the ball bearings, this thing would roll freely, and this would be an awesome truck. It's pretty quick for its size. It's very quick. I really like it. My son likes it. It's a good little truck, and it's very upgradable. I'm gonna check to see if I can get some different batteries, or different battery holders. See if they have an upgrade on like a battery pack or something like that. That would be kind of cool. But otherwise, Real good truck, redcat sumo, 124 scale monster truck. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that wing gives it 5 more horsepower. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. If you got any questions, leave it in the comment. Whatever. See ya.